All right, y'all. I'm gonna go through how I set up the charts so you can see what I do. All right, so I always start out on a monthly chart and I move down. So I know you looking at this and you say, oh, okay, that started in 2003 and this is already 2021. But this is how I do it. So you can choose to do it or you cannot. So I take a look because I want a bird's eye view on what's going on. So I'm gonna start just putting this is current price. So I go up above and say at the top it went here and then below it went down here. So we're gonna put lines from up here at the top of the hill and we're gonna go below and we're gonna put a line right here at this valley so we can get an area of what we're working with. So we're gonna go to this horizontal line and we're gonna drop a line right here because this is from current price. This is the top. And we're gonna go over here, do it again. And we're gonna put it down here because why are we gonna put it down here? Up here we had one hit, then we had a hit here, then another hit right here. And then we found some support right here. So it's resistance where price couldn't go. And then when price broke above, it found some support up here. Then it could continue going higher. Just the same over here. So we see that this is a very important level. And then even down here, we're going to come down here. It hit here, then hit again. Then it hit in the same area. And then it went back up. So that is why we're going to put it down here. So price is already at this level right now. It dropped there and then it formed a wick right there. So we're going to put it right here because this is where price touch. Okay. Come on. We're going to put it right here where current price was. All right. So now we have our boundaries. Now we got our football field of where we're going to play in. We know price came down, came back up to this line, come down, bounced off, came back down, did a wick, and it pulled itself back out. And we got all of that from the monthly chart. So now let's go in and we're going to glance at the weekly. And we just want to see within those playing fields, what did price do? So let's get this chart. All right. So from our weekly, we can see that when price came down and touched this, it did an uptrend, came up here. It was in a downtrend, came up again, uptrend, and then it hit a downtrend. But we know from where we're looking at now that this is a sideways trend. It's been a sideways trend from 2000, about March, April the 3rd of 2017. Because look, it went down. So this is a sideways trend. So our prediction from the weekly is price to come down here just like it did. And when it came down here last time, it went back up. So we should be going back up until an uptrend, until it hit the top and it's gonna break. But remember, this is only my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Price could continue down and we could see as low as 1.03 or as low as 1.06. You just got to be cautious of that if price continue down. But that's what it did in the past. So that is our overview for the weekly. So let's dive into the daily and see what we can see. All right. So if we look at the daily, we can see what we can start to see now from the daily is that price is starting to do a little more of a push up. See this right here? So it's pushing up. So I want y'all to be able to see this. So that's why I'm zooming in so much. See right there? So that was our low, and then that was our high. That was our higher high, higher low, and that was our higher high. So we see price is trying to make this uptrend. But you see this point right here is very important. This is a drop-based one, and then it dropped completely out. So when price touched this point right here, it failed. So we're looking at prices is going to hit the top of this. It failed again. But so it's not, it don't terminate anything till it comes back to this point. So let's mark up our charts just a little bit more. All right. So let's get into here. So we're going to put the top of here. Just the top of this one. Right. And then we're going to put another one at the bottom of this. The bottom of this right here. All right. So this is actually drawing in our playing field just a little bit more. And we are going to put a trend line in here. I'm going to put a trend line. So we're going to start from this portion. And we're going to hit here. We're going to take it all the way up here. So, just because it didn't make a higher high on this one, we're looking for it to make another higher high. Or we're looking for the retest of this right here. This is the retest we're looking for. This area right here. I'm going to put an arrow right here. Looking for a retest of this area right here. If price come and retest that, we're looking for price to touch it, and then because actually it went higher, then it did a little bit of a pullback, and then it should continue up. Should, but anything can happen. All right, so that's the daily. Let's go on and jump. I'm gonna jump all the way to the hourly, because that's where we make our real analysis at. That's what we can see. All right, so we got our points from all the bird eye view. All right, so let's see what's going on here. All right, so now we can see of this we marked up on the higher time frame. We can always move it, readjust it. But I want y'all to see here. So this was the lower point. Price from this point, it went up. It came down, hit this point again. Then it did a little bouncing around. Then it got some momentum, went all the way up to almost to this point, almost hit it twice. So what we can do right here is we can pull this down just a little bit more. Right here, just to redefine it even more. And then we can see that it stayed here. And then we can see it broke this trend line. But be careful here, because price didn't start to drop here. It is going sideways. So just because price is it's in the uptrend right now, all over downtrend. So it's in an uptrend, right? This point, this is an uptrend. But all over where we're at is in a downtrend. So we have to be cognizant of the monthly is in a downtrend, but as we get in the charts, it's more of a little uptrend. So you just got to be aware of that. So what we see here is that prices went up, then sideways, 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 up again, made a new higher high. Then it went back down, and then now it's sideways, it's going sideways. So it's not going up or it's not going down. So this right here is where you have to play the ranges at. So if you was looking to trade this, so let's see. We will put some more lines on it. Okay, here. And then we're going to put another line down here. And why are we putting a line down here? Because price touched you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So what we know about this point, price is going to come down here and touch this. Do we know what price is going to do when it touched this? We don't. But what we're going to do is we're going to think to ourselves, if price came down here and it touched it 1, 2, 3 times right here, price may come down here, touch it, and bounce off and go back up. So what we can do is take a trade. We take a trade right here, put our entry right here. We put our stop loss just below just below 1.09, and then 589, put it just below there. And then we know if price break that, it is not going back up, it's continuing lower. And that's where we'll have to drop back down to where our arrow is down here. Our next point would be targeting this area right here. We're going to put it above a little bit, so take profit. So about this area. So if price does not hold this right here and go back up to this point, price will continue lower, and it will go down to this marker right here. And that is our overview. That is what we're going to do, what price is going to do. And even from this, you can even do more analysis on here. So you taking this is an uptrend, right? Wait, this is a downtrend. This would be considered, this was our downtrend. This is our sideways trend. But you just got to be careful. In my experience, when price goes down and it goes sideways, it like to continue down of the momentum it was going. Example right here. Price went down, went sideways. You see the sideways right here. It went sideways. And then it continued down. And then price came down here and made that W for that reversal. And then it continued in its uptrend. So right now, as we standing right here, what we seeing, we do not have a reversal signal. So we have to wait and see what price is going to do right here. It's either going to break this. We're waiting on a candle to form up here, and then another candle form, and then we can ride this down. Example, just like over here. Let's jump over here. So this was a sideways. Price went down. It touched it. It went down a little farther. This is what we don't want. We don't want the fake out right here. We're waiting on 2 red candles. Price went back up here, broke it, gave us a long red candle, and then it reversed it up. So we're looking for a price. This candle is the entry candle. We get in on this candle, and then we ride it all the way down, hit the trend line, be weary right there, take profits, and then it made the W going up to the upside. So if you need a picture of reference, go back here and see what happened when price hit this level. And this give you an idea of what price could do. Not what price will do, but it gives us a context of what price could do based on looking back and doing like a little back testing of what price did when it did it before. So all over, price is in a downtrend right here, a minor downtrend. If we're going to play this, we can look into it a little further also. So, all right, let's hop to, let's see the 30 minute and see what the 30 minute looks like. So we already know, we already did our higher time frame analysis. Okay, we're still in the 30. And we see that price went up there, sideways, sideways. It dropped, a big, nice drop. And then it went sideways, sideways. My prediction, price will touch this point. So price is coming down here to touch this point. Now, what it does when it gets to this point is going to do something like this and break through this point. And then the next thing we are looking for is if price is going to reverse back up here and continue the sideways trend, or is price going to go down? So I know that's kind of confusing. It's a lot of information to take in. But remember, you always have to start on that higher time frame to get that bird eye view of what's going on. And I always like to start on the monthly and I dive deep to see what's going on, because if I start at the monthly, it's definitely in a sideways trend. Definitely in a sideways trend, and it will remain in a sideways trend until this right here. So all over, it was in a downtrend. And then this point could not break and make new lower lows. So it went back, and right here, these two is a sideways trend. If it continues and break this low right here, it will continue to downtrend. It will continue to downtrend. But right now, it touched that point inside of there, and it gave us a good wick. And that wick just tell us that some buyers came in and pushed price up. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video. I hope it helps you. And if you have any questions, or if you want me to go to a different time frame, then let me know and I will be sure to do that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know of what kind of other videos y'all would like to see. Until next time, see y'all later.